Hey everyone, welcome back to AWS Solutions Hub. In this video, we're going to demystify AWS IAM roles and policies. If you're new to AWS or want a clear understanding of how permissions work, this video is for you. Stay till the end for a hands-on demo. First, let's understand what IAM is. IAM, Identity and Access Management, is a secure way to manage users and permissions in AWS. Think of it as the security guard at the AWS door. It decides who can do what and where. Now let's talk about three key components. First, IAM users. IAM users are actual people or services accessing AWS. Next, IAM groups. IAM groups are a collection of users with the same permissions. Next, IAM roles. IAM roles are similar to users, but temporary and meant for services or cross-account access. Policies are the rules that define what actions are allowed or denied. They are written in JSON and attached to users, groups, or roles. There are three types of policies. AWS Managed. An AWS Managed policy is a standalone policy that is created and administered by AWS. A standalone policy means that the policy has its own Amazon resource name, ARN, that includes the policy name. For example, shown here is an AWS Managed policy. Customer Managed. You can create standalone policies in your own AWS account that you can attach to principal entities, IAM users, IAM groups, and IAM roles. You create these customer managed policies for your specific use cases, and you can change and update them as often as you like. Inline policies. An inline policy is a policy created for a single IAM identity, a user, user group, or role. Inline policies maintain a strict one-to-one relationship between a policy and an identity. They are deleted when you delete the identity. A policy is an object in AWS that, when associated with an identity or resource, defines their permissions. When you create a permissions policy to restrict access to a resource, you can choose an identity-based policy or a resource-based policy. Identity-based policies are attached to an IAM user, group, or role. These policies let you specify what that identity can do. Resource-based policies are attached to a resource. For example, you can attach resource-based policies to Amazon S3 buckets, Amazon SQS queues, VPC endpoints, AWS Key Management Service encryption keys, and Amazon DynamoDB tables and streams and many more. Let's jump into the AWS Console and create an IAM role and a custom policy. Search IAM service and select IAM. Select role to create a new role. Click on Create Role button to create a new role. Since we are creating a role for EC2, in Trusted Entity Type, AWS Service is selected. Select Use Case EC2. Search with S3 and you have list of S3 policies. Select Amazon S3 Read-Only Access and click Next. Give a name to role, as per your choice, and once done click on Create Role button. Roles is successfully created, with read-only access to S3. Now let's see how to create a custom policy. We will create a policy that has full access to S3. Select Policy and click on Create Policy. Select a service that you want to create policy for, in this case, it is S3. Now you have options to control permissions for S3. Since we want to give full access of S3 to all resources, we are selecting all S3 actions and all resources. Once selection is done, click Next. Give a name to policy as per your choice and click Create Policy. You have successfully created a policy for S3 full access. You can assign this policy to roles and users. Congratulations! You now know how to create role, attach a policy to role and create a custom policy. Before we wrap up, here are some IAM best practices. Follow the principle of least privilege. Use roles instead of access keys for EC2, Lambda, etc. Enable MFA for root and users. Rotate credentials regularly. Use IAM Access Analyzer for unused permissions. I hope IAM roles and policies feel much clearer now. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and comment with any doubts or topics you want next.